Hi everyone, and welcome to Paper Pumpkin Week here on Creative Chelsey. Over the past couple days, I've shared some great card ideas you can make with the contents from this month's kit. Today I'm sharing with you my 5th alternative card idea using the December 2025 Paper Pumpkin kit called Watercolor in Bloom. If you'd like to watch me unbox the kit and create these cards or see any of my other alternatives, you can click on the playlist in the top right corner. Here is the card we're going to be creating together today. The bold blue watercolor background on this card creates instant interest while still feeling soothing and organic. I love how the white elements pop against the darker background. It's such an easy way to create contrast and draw the eye right to the message. Each month I take the contents from the Paper Pumpkin kits and make alternative projects. My cards are easy to follow and can be made by both experienced or new paper crafters. You may need just a couple other products to complete them. You can follow along with me using supplies you already have or purchase any products you see me use from my online store, and the link to all products is below in my description or on my blog, creativechelsey.com. So this card's going to come together really quickly. From the kit, you're going to need the rectangle label with the bronze edging. You'll want the small flower die cut, as well as this arrangement of leaves die cut. It's got the blue at the bottom. We have a 4 by 5 1/4, so 4 by 5 1/4 piece from the card base, and then you'll need your own card base, and I'm just using thick basic white cardstock. We're going to begin stamping on the card base. I'm going to create a pattern that goes from the top left to the bottom right corner. You could, however, fill up the whole paper with a pattern, or you could switch up and go from top right to bottom left. Doesn't really matter. And you're just going to stamp some of all of the images from the Paper Pumpkin kit. Whoop. And let's do another little one right there. Maybe one more up here. Okay. And then let's switch over to another shape. So that was kind of the fern shape. You can kind of get an idea of how I stamped that. This one is the branch with the leaves. And again, just kind of random. Kind of cover up my little mistake there with some more stamping. Let's do one right there as well. Okay, so another layer of images. Let's go to the next one. This one's kind of the fern. See if there's any openings in between these that I can squeeze some in. I like trying to use up all the images that come in the kit. So there's another layer. And then the last one is just the small little flower sprig. I really don't know what to call it. And we're just gonna stamp this in between. If you want, you could also splatter some white ink or some dark blue ink. Okay, So once we got that stamping done, we can add it to our card base. I'm just going to add it with some liquid glue. And there'll be a little border all the way around. The border really frames it and pulls in a little bit more of the white, which is what we want. On our rectangle label, we're going to stamp the greeting, and you could use any greeting. I'm going to do "Thank you, you make me feel loved." And I'm going to start with the "You make me feel loved" along the bottom first. And just try to get it in the center, close to that bottom edge. And then I'm going to do "Thank you" on top. And I do want to create some banner edges on the sides. So just with my paper snips, just cut a little banner. Just like that. Next, I've added the dimensionals to the back of all my pieces, and I'm going to place them about 1/3 close to the bottom. Then I'm going to add the little leaf die cut underneath. Just kind of tuck that underneath a little bit, just in the center. And then we have the flower right there in the middle. And then, like I said, you could add some of those bronze accents. Depending on how many you have, you could scatter them around those stamped images. And your card is all done. I love how quick and simple this card was to put together. And if you're interested in getting written instructions or seeing close-up images of how I created this card, you can visit my blog, creativechelsey.com. If you would like to subscribe to get your own paper pumpkin kit, please do so using the link in the description below. Thank you so much for watching, and have a creative day. Bye.